Hey guys, Vazzy back here, and it is time for episode number 6 of our Quebec Nordiques Draft a Goalie franchise mode here in NHL 25. And this team has actually received a decent amount of growth. I don't know where this team is going to finish, but I think a good goal is at least not last in the NHL again. One change I made for coaching, I brought in Sheldon Keefe. Has A+ everything there except for influence. Should be an upgrade over Rick Tocchet and just the defensive style. I think that might have been holding us back a bit. He will remain on as our associate coach. When it comes to the scouting, don't believe I actually ended up touching anything here. Hasn't been a ton of great scouts available of recent, so we'll just rock with what we have. Looking at our lineup here, looking pretty good. So we have 80, 88, 86 on the top line there for overall. That's not bad. Again, hopefully they can continue to grow and improve upon themselves, but we'll have to see. Defensively is where we are lacking. Conrad there being our top defenseman. We definitely need to find some guy in the draft. We have Norman Seneguchi coming in, who we just drafted, but not super high potential on either of them. And then in the net, William Lassell, Gabriel Daigle. Our real strength is in the net. Lassell franchise potential. Hopefully he can end up carrying us. Quickly here, looking at the draft class here, headed into this year, probably going to have another good pick, but we will not need a lottery pick. Both guys are American, unfortunately, so we cannot draft them. But Bernard Rouleau could be alright. You have Wilm there. You have some options, at least, if we do end up not doing so great this season. So, now you guys know what everything looks like. Once again, let me go sim up the season and see if this team can continue to improve. Season number 5 is now in the books, and I have some good news for you guys. We did not finish dead last, and we made some great strides of improvement this year. Taking a look at our standings, we actually finished 31st instead of 33rd, finishing with a record of 32 wins, 41 losses, 9 overtime losses, 2.30 goals for per game while allowing 3.21. Best numbers we've seen by far, putting up 73 points on the year as a team, just behind the Canucks and the Capitals. So definitely a very, very good year from this team. Joseph there, you'll see, is actually up to 91, which is amazing. Him and Desnoyers definitely still carrying. Ryu there for us, still 55 points as an 80 is amazing. Payet, honestly, has been done really good for us. Rossi. This team finally is starting to click a little bit. Norman up to 71. He started at 62. Crazy growth from him there. Conrad up to an 81, which is good to see. Outside of that, nothing super crazy to say here. Goaltending wise, Lassell had a 919 save percentage. That's insane. Up to an 86 overall, still with his franchise potential. Did grow an X factor too. Daigle didn't have the best number, still to 79 overall, but is what it is with our team being, still closer to the bottom of the league, but you also do hope to see the backup perform a little bit better than that, is what it is. So now let me go simulate to the end of the playoffs, take a look at the awards, and who won the Stanley Cup. The New York Rangers dynasty has come to an end, at least for now, as the Toronto Maple Leafs will win their Stanley Cup. Looking at the awards here, I'm honestly not sure. We might not even win a Masterton this year. Had a very good year, and yeah, ends up going to Colton Parayko. So honestly, it kind of sucks not winning the award, but it means that our team is on a better route. So I will take not winning it this year. So going to the calendar here again, draft lottery coming up. We'll not have the number one odds, not that we need them. And of course, we go from 3 to 1 in the year that we do not win the draft lottery, is what it is. That's what, the third or fourth straight year that the number 1 pick has fallen to number 3. Definitely unlucky to finish last in this league. Kane, Malkin, Kopitar, Stamkos, Kucherov, Panarin. All some of your top retirements, goaltending wise, Martin Jones, Matt Murray, Dave Rittich. So huge retirement year around the NHL. Again, the more that we get these established guys out of the league, hopefully in theory that makes it easier for us. Especially with all the high poises and the seemingly hidden stats that EA puts in there to make those guys perform better, now that they're retiring, can only mean good things. Looking at what we have here with our first overall pick. So obviously we don't have a player of the caliber going first overall, but we have some good options. So Rouleau, supposed to go 9th overall playmaker, NHL ready Marcus Naslund. think that is the slam dunk pick there for us. Wilm would be nice at 24, but 2 years out, again, you have to take the guy that is more or less NHL ready. Probably mid to high 70s would be my guess. Outside of that, there's some options for sure. Nothing super crazy, but it's not awful either. Again, would love to have had Godfrey, but is what it is. I'm sure he'll be an amazing player, NHL ready, probably 80 plus overall out of the draft, but Bernard Rouleau definitely going to be our player here. Let's go and make the draft pick here. So he was on the Victoriaville Tigers, I believe. Yeah, and he is 76 overall, medium top 6 playmaker. He's a guy that definitely can slot into our top 6 and give us more depth. We definitely are lacking that a little bit from some of the guys, you know, even second, third line that could be putting up a few more points. I think that'll definitely help. Godfrey there, definitely looking pretty good at an 80 overall. Outside of that, I don't think there's anyone else that we're really missing out here, at least in the first round. Let's see what we have available to us in the second round. So going to the queue, so you have Vlasic, who's going to be probably pretty decent. Oh, even the medium elite goalie there. I do want to maybe take a goalie later on in the draft. He's American, couldn't even take him if we wanted to. Honestly, Graham at 74. I wonder if that's a guy that we can maybe pick up with our next pick. Deschamplain there. Maybe that's the goalie we take later on. I don't know. Can we maybe risk it? What's our pick looking like in round 3? What number is it? That will be pick 69. So we should be okay. Just barely. So let's go and take Vlasic first. Not going to be a star, but he should play games for our team. Laurent Vlasic. DFD. Medium top 6 guaranteed. He is 62 overall. Probably a guy we leave unsigned. Let him develop, and he can come up when he's ready. So I don't see our guy being taken just yet. He has a chance of being a top 4 defenseman. There he is. Graham. Honestly, let's take a shot on him. I have a feeling he's probably top 6, which he has 63 overall. Actually a better pick than Vlasic, just overall wise. Same potential. In the 4th round here, what do we have? So Traverse there. Could take him. Outside of that, Gauthier. But probably don't want to take a goalie that early. Maybe the next pick. I think we're going to take Deschamplain when we do. Outside of that, nothing really here is standing out to me for, sleeper picks. It sucks we can't take, some of these other guys here, but it is what it is. Probably just take George Traverse here. Chance of X Factors, we don't really know much about him, but take the risk. Another defender. Low top 6, 60 overall. It's not too bad. We'll see what happens with him in the future. Next pick here, I think we probably go goalie here. We have Thibault there, but yeah, potential medium elite goalie, in the 4th, 5th round, whatever we're in now. It's not like there's really, much else that we're going to be losing out on. So let's go and take Deschamplain here. He is medium elite. That's good to see. 56 overall, 19 years of age. Probably going to just be a future backup for us, if he can surpass Daigle. Obviously, our starter is accounted for with Lassell. He'll be here for his whole career, hopefully. What else do we have available here? The answer is not much. So it looks like we're just going to be taking shots on bottom 6 players. Brashear here, medium bottom 6, 61. And then last pick of our NHL entry draft here today. Who is our last player going to be? So Erskine, can't take him. He's American. Honestly, Gauthier is supposed to go like 500. Could be a low top 6 forward. I doubt it. Low bottom 6. Even if he was medium bottom 6, probably wouldn't ever make the team for us. So honestly, Rouleau, amazing pick. Will be in the lineup next year. Outside of that, it's just going to be more depth to the team in future seasons, which isn't a bad thing, but we're definitely not adding these star players as much as we were probably in earlier drafts, is what it is. And then going to just contracts here, let's just see who is unsigned, because yeah, I don't see anyone else other than him getting a contract. Some of these other guys can go back. Bouchard will have to be signed. McNabb will have to be signed. They can just go to the AHL and continue their development there, as we don't want to lose them for nothing, at least just yet. we will have that point where we're just going to have too many players, but we're not there just yet. But I think that is going to do it for today's video. Like always, I'll go and take care of all of the off-season stuff by myself. It's honestly not too bad. Scouts are more or less done. I might try and bring in a new coach or two, but other than that, I'll just get everything ready to go for next season, where hopefully we can push to again get out of the bottom of the NHL. But that'll do it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one.